Imagine your document is perfectly structured, yet it lacks that final punch. You have great typography and solid hierarchy, but your key points are fading into the background. What if you could make your most important information pop off the page instantly? That is the power of paragraph shading. Let's get started. Why use paragraph shading? Before we apply this, it is worth asking why this feature has become a staple in modern design. Historically, designers had to manually draw boxes behind text, which was tedious and prone to alignment errors. The demand for a built-in feature grew as digital-first layouts required more dynamic, web-inspired aesthetics. Today, paragraph shading is the gold standard for creating eye-catching sidebars, callout boxes, and emphasize headers that automatically adjust as your text changes. Method 1. The manual approach. Use this method for one-off highlights or short documents, for example, 1 to 2 pages, where you do not need global consistency. For this method, we need to open Paragraph panel. To do that, go to Window, type in Tables, Paragraph. Shortcut key is Ctrl-Alt-T. First, select the paragraph text, then go to Paragraph panel. In the top right corner of the Paragraph panel, click the flyout menu icon, select Paragraph Borders and Shading. Turn on the preview. In the dialog box that appears, check the shading box at the top. Let's give it a purple color. Click OK. Your selected title is now perfectly highlighted. Method 2. The Pro approach via paragraph styles. For longer documents, manual changes are inefficient. Paragraph styles ensure consistency across your entire project. We need to open Paragraph Styles panel. To do that, go to Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles. Shortcut key is F11. Select your text, then click the new icon in the bottom of the Paragraph Styles panel to create a new style based on your current settings. Double-click your new paragraph styles to open the options. Navigate to the Paragraph Shading section, check the shading box and adjust your color settings. Let's give it a purple color. Click OK. Now, you can highlight any paragraph simply by selecting it and clicking your style. Note, this feature highlights the entire paragraph width until the paragraph breaks. It does not target specific words. It is designed to define entire blocks of text. Now, if you want to highlight specific paragraphs, then you need to compose new paragraph styles. Let's select the second paragraph and hover to Paragraph Styles panel. InDesign is showing that body text paragraph style is applied to this particular paragraph. Now, instead of creating a new paragraph style, I am going to duplicate this paragraph style so that we have same settings as the original body text paragraph styles. And we can add paragraph shading to this new body text paragraph style. Let's name it Body Text Highlight. Then go to Paragraph Shading tab, turn on the shading option. I'm going to select purple color from this list. Click OK. Now, select the second paragraph, apply Body Text Highlight paragraph style on it. See, only this paragraph has been highlighted. Font style, font size, and text alignment remain unchanged. That's the beauty of paragraph styles. To learn more about the paragraph styles, click on the playlist link that has appeared in the card on top of this video, and link is also present in the description. Now I can select any paragraph and apply Body Text Highlight paragraph style on it. The highlight is applied on that selected paragraph. If I apply Body Text paragraph style, the highlight is removed. Understanding the shading panel. To refine your look, let's explore these specific options in the shading menu. First, make sure that your preview is activated to see real-time changes. Color. This drop-down menu allows you to pick the solid base color for your shading. How it works? It pulls colors from your swatches defined in your current InDesign document. If you select black, your highlight will be solid black. If you have defined custom colors, like a brand blue or a highlight yellow, they will appear here. The tint setting acts as a percentage of the chosen color, allowing you to create depth and subtle variations without needing to define new swatches. How it works? It ranges from 0% to 100%. If you select a solid color and set the tint to 100%, you get the pure, original color. If you drop the tint to 20% or 30%, the color becomes much lighter and more transparent, acting as a soft and professional highlight. But why should we use it? Because this is the secret to creating softer designs. A 100% black highlight often looks too heavy and blocks out your text. By choosing black and lowering the tint to 15%, you get a soft, readable gray background that makes the text pop without distracting the reader. You will notice an overprint checkbox next to the tint. When enabled, this tells the printer to print the shading color directly on top of whatever is underneath it, rather than knocking out or removing the background color. This is generally reserved for advanced commercial printing. In most standard projects, you should leave this unchecked to ensure your colors mix correctly and don't create unwanted muddy tones, where the shading overlaps with other elements. Corner size and shape. You can adjust the radius of the corners to create rounded, beveled, or squared off highlight boxes. When the chain link is active, entering a corner radius value applies the same shape and size to all four corners of your shading box simultaneously. When you unlink them, you can define different radiuses or shapes for each corner independently. This allows for creative, non-traditional shapes. For example, you could create a tab effect by rounding only top left and top right corners while keeping the bottom corners squared off. It gives you the flexibility to build unique graphical elements directly within the text layout, without needing to bring in external shapes from Illustrator. Offsets. These fields allow you to add a space between your text and the edge of the color box. Adjusting top, bottom, left and right values ensure your text isn't cramped. The more I increase the values, the shading grows bigger, and when I decrease the values, shading shrinks further. Normally, when a chain link is active, changing the values of the top offset will automatically update the bottom, left and right values to match, ensuring your shading has uniform padding around the text. When you unlink them, you gain full manual control over each individual site. Why do this? You might want a thicker highlight on the top and bottom of the title to give it more breathing room. But keep the left and right offsets at 0, so the shading perfectly aligns with the edges of your text frame. This is a common technique for creating professional, asymmetrical button or banner styles. Clip to frame. If your text frame is smaller than your paragraph shading, this option forces the shading to stay within the bounds of your text box. Do not print or export. Use this toggle only if you want the shading to serve as a digital-only guide for you as a designer, without appearing in your final PDF export. Let's turn on this option. Click OK. Go to File and Export. Export the file as PNG or JPEG. That's up to you. Keep the quality to maximum and 300 dpi. Now, let's open the exported file. See, the highlight has been completely ignored, whereas the document clearly shows purple highlight. Let's open the paragraph style again and go to paragraph shading. Let's uncheck this option. Click OK. Let's export the file again. I personally like PNG because it has lossless quality as compared to JPEG files. Let's open the exported file. See, the highlight is clearly visible. This is the basic function of this particular option. Now that your text has the perfect background, remember that great design is about layers. If you want to master how your text flows across columns, be sure to check out my previous tutorial on span columns. Combining that technique with paragraph shading will truly take your layout game to the next level.